заради метеорологични условия ще направим триото на две части. Ще видите сега втората част. So Smooth, right now we are in center of London. Tell me the difference between your hood and the center, because your hood has a really bad reputation.
I mean, the centre of London, I mean, it's almost a totally different country in some ways. I mean, if you just look at the buildings itself and stuff like that. I mean, also, like, culturally, like, my town is, like, more, you know, the big mix of, like, cultures and races. I mean, you have it in central London as well, but it's more clear up to see in where I live.
Do you like your hood, or?
I mean, there's good things and there's bad things. I don't totally dislike it, but there are things that could improve as well.
Tell us why your hood has so bad reputation.
I mean, there's a lot of, you know, not like, I mean, a lot. I would say there's quite frequent, like, you know, knife crime and stuff like that. But it's mostly, like, with people, personal encounters. It's not like people think, oh, you're going to come to Edmonton, you're going to get stabbed. I mean, it's not that bad, but I mean, there's a lot of the youth. There's a lot of problems with the youth in where I live. So,
Is it dangerous for me to come there? Like, I'm from Bulgaria. If I come to your hood, is it dangerous for me?
I mean, to be honest with you, no, it's not dangerous at all. I mean, like I said before, most of the crimes and like the stabbings is things that personal altercations. It's not like anyone's just going to get stabbed. If you're not involved in a gang or anything like that, I mean, it's highly unlikely. I mean, it's possible, but it's highly unlikely.
Yesterday I was to your hood for a couple of hours, and it was a nice place. Was it like this for the last 10 years, for example?
I mean, no, like over like the last 10 years, definitely improved. Definitely. I mean, if you came, maybe 2006, something like that, you would see a totally different place. I mean, it looks nice now. I mean, there's still little parts that look dirty and stuff, but generally it looks nice. Shopping centre. I mean, we didn't have all of that before, so.
You're getting used to it, to your new hood.
Yeah.
And you're underground rapper for 9 years.
Yeah.
And tell us about the underground culture here in London, England.
Well, like, when I started, like, in school, I remember listening to like guys like Black Twang and Roots Maneuver and stuff like that. And I was just literally writing at that time. I wasn't really I was with a group, but me personally as a solo artist, I wasn't recording my own stuff. But from that time till now, I mean, it's a big, like, massive improvement. I wouldn't say like it's on the same level as like the States, but I mean, you got a lot of rappers who are more, maybe not commercial, but they're more widely known than they were maybe like, you know, 6-7 years ago.
Oh. So you told me that you had a lot of performance in Moldova. Is there the underground culture the same as here, or there a bit different?
I mean, it's basically the same. I mean, like wherever I go, there's always similarities with the underground culture. Like the main difference between like Moldova and London is like in Moldova, like me and Deji, when we were there, we saw like they all stick together, like everyone works together to bring the scene up. And it's something that maybe like in London we could learn from, because here in London it's more like when one person gets a bit of shine, they want it for themselves, and that's it. They kind of disconnect themselves from everyone else, and they don't want to really help anyone else. So
it's so bad. So you have a lot of mixtapes. What do you want to tell the people? What's your message to the people?
I mean, it varies, but like from the first mixtape, I would say, like Concealed Anger, which was my first mixtape, like 2006, it was like a lot of personal issues, you know, like I was just writing songs about, you know, my life, things that I've been through, hopefully that other people can relate to, and like social things in general, like what I see going on, the government, you know, kind of political stuff. So.
What do you want to do in the future with your music?
Like right now, at the moment, I'm with an independent label, like OK Records. I mean, we're just trying to like put stuff out, you know, iTunes and all that. I mean, we're just trying to go from bigger to better, basically. Like I got an EP out now, which is in HMV.com, and like so we're basically just trying to build, you know, slowly by slowly, and hopefully we can hit our mainstream as well.
What about video clips?
Videos.
What about video clips?
Videos, like I shot a video in Belgrade in February, March. We shot a video there with a group called G Thugs. So that should be coming out like maybe like next month. Hopefully, it was meant to come out like during the summertime, but hopefully next month that will come out. Like, and that will be the single from also my next EP that's coming out as well.
Oh, that's cool. So Serbia is really close to Bulgaria. Do you like Serbia?
Yeah, definitely. I was like had a great time over there, and it's like people were more, especially when it came to hip hop, people were more like open to what I was doing than in the UK. Like as soon as I was there, people were like, oh, who's Smooth Deep? Like if they didn't know me already, then they wanted to find out what I'm doing. Like here, it's more like when people see that you're doing things, they kind of want to hate you and like block you from what you're doing. But there, it was like people were like really getting involved in what we're doing. So.
Yeah, in Bulgaria we have the same problem. Everybody hates you. If you're a little different, nobody respects you and they hate you. What do you think about the new artists from USA or no matter from where?
I mean, in terms of USA, to be honest with you, I'm not really like feeling. Yeah, I know like you have to give USA respect. Obviously, they started hip hop, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, you see guys like Soulja Boy and all that. I mean, let him do his thing, but I don't think. At the end of the day, it's like I don't hate them for what they're doing. Like let them do their thing, but I don't really categorize people like that like, as hip hop or rappers anyway. Like they're not really rappers. I mean, the last song I heard from that guy was like I don't even think he was rapping. He was shouting or something like. So like, there's a lot of still good rappers obviously in the US, but they're not being put out in the commercial market. I mean, to be honest with you, it's kind of the same thing happening everywhere anyway. Like even when I was in like, I'm not going to say names, but even when I was in like Serbia, there's certain artists that are being promoted as the big artists, but they're not necessarily the best ones. So I think in terms of like hip hop in generally, I think what's going on is like the labels, they've realized, okay, we can make money from this. Whereas like, I mean, if you go back like even UK, to talk about UK, if you go back like maybe 5 years ago, there was labels, they weren't interested in hip hop here. I mean, they will like respect you or whatever for what you're doing, but they didn't want to sign a rapper or anything. They were like saying, oh, a rapper could never go #1 or whatever, things like that. I mean, I was listening to Estelle.
Yeah.
I was listening to Estelle when I was in school, like 14, 15. I was listening to Estelle, and I was telling people about Estelle back then. I mean, she doesn't rap so much now, but like back then I knew her just as a rapper. I didn't even know she sang. So I was listening to Estelle back then, and I was telling everyone about Estelle. I had the mixtapes, blah blah blah. People are like, oh, I don't care, you know what I mean? She went, so like, that's like 10 years ago or whatever. She goes to like USA for what, 6 months? International superstar. So I think, I don't know, in terms of hip hop, it's definitely made progress, but now it's hitting the point where we need to like sort out the rubbish from the good artists that are out there.
Yeah, so tell me what is the difference between the underground hip hop and the commercial hip hop which we watch on TV?
I mean, see, sometimes the line is a little bit blurred because at the end of the day, commercial literally means you're selling records. So people think, oh, you're selling records, so now, oh, we don't like you. But at the same time, to define it properly, what I would say is commercial. If I personally talk about commercial music, I'm talking about music that they've simply made, not because necessarily they love the music, but they made it because they say, oh, if we do this kind of hook and this kind of melody, oh, it's gonna sell. So like the main difference in that respect between commercial and underground hip hop really would be that, first of all, the love for the music isn't really there. I mean, I saw a group on YouTube the other day. I can't even remember the names now, but they're signed to a major label. Like, I've never heard of these guys before. I never heard them on radio. Like, they're just there, and it's like the music that they're making is more like it's a blend of pop or whatever. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but at the same time, it's like, I feel that when somebody loves the music that they're doing, it comes across in the music and it makes the music sound better.
Did you earn some money from your records?
I mean, I earn a little what you'd call pocket change, maybe. It's not like millionaire status or anything like that. So, you know, we're just trying to grind and just trying to do what's possible. I mean, it's really, to be honest with you, especially at that underground level, it's not easy to sell. Everyone wants to get your CD, but do they want to buy it? I mean, there's so many people, especially like we go around, everyone's like, hey, I heard your mixtape, yeah, I got a mixtape. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, I didn't get no money from that, but yeah, it's cool. I mean, at the moment, it's like, I just want people to hear the music, but you know, we are trying to sell it, and we make a little bit of money. I mean, it's nothing big, but it's a good start for now.
What do you think about the websites, the free downloading of the songs? Nobody respects the music authority and stuff like that. What's your opinion?
I mean, it's a problem. It's a problem, and it's a good thing at the same time, because when you're underground, and you don't have the big, you know, companies behind you marketing your music and like putting all the adverts out there, it can be a good thing, because then certain people, like nobody in Moldova or Serbia, they wouldn't know who I am if it wasn't for the internet. So in that way, it's a good thing. But at the same time, once you hit that stage where you're like, okay, now I've got my fan base and I want to sell, it becomes a problem, because now it's like everyone can just get your music. So you can't totally, I don't think the issue is totally eradicating it, but maybe there should be some way of controlling it. I don't know.
So any last words for our viewers?
What I can say is I look out for the new projects coming out. EP's coming out soon, a new one, Tassar. So it's called The King. Yeah, so look out for that. And the video, obviously.
So we were expecting 2 videos, or?
Well, I directed 2 videos. One of them, I'm in the video because I featured in the song. The other one is just G-Tugs. But you can watch out for that video as well.
No, and we can watch the videos on the internet or on TV? Yeah, you don't know yet?
Definitely be on the internet, definitely will be on the internet. And like hopefully, I mean, we'll try and get it on TV as well. No. So, yeah, definitely. No. I mean, you know, you've been here, I don't know if you watch like Channel AKA or anything like that.
Yeah, I was.
So yeah, I mean, like we'll definitely try and get it on there.
That's cool. So thanks for your time, appreciate it.
Definitely.
Bye.
Balkan beauty, yeah. I need a Balkan beauty. I need a Balkan beauty, yeah. I need a Balkan beauty. I need a Balkan beauty, yeah. I need a Balkan beauty. I need a Balkan beauty, yeah. I need a Balkan beauty. Yeah, I need a Balkan beauty. Those lips, those hips, and that Balkan booty. Excuse me, I don't mean to be choosy, but Balkan girls have me sweating profusely. It's so hot. They light my fire, it's a Balkan girl that I desire. Always look fly in their attire, that is something you need to admire. A Balkan girl can take you higher. Believe what I say, I'm no liar. The music to my ears when they're talking, always looking so fly when they're walking. Love to play poker